Here I'm just going to solve two problems. So when it looks like this and when it looks like this. So here, you guys should know by now that the value of the constant is the value of this point, right? So this is D. This is, at this point, it's D. And so here, you can see that D is positive. Also here, D is positive. Now I'll just focus on one graph. And you should also get used to the fact that the coefficient in front of the x is the slope of the graph when x is equal to 0. So here the slope is negative, so C is also negative. Now for B, like I said before, when f prime, if we take the derivative of this function twice, then we get this, and when f prime prime of 0 is 2b, we get 2b, right? And when f prime prime is positive, it's concave up. It's smiling because it's happy, and when f prime prime is smaller than 0, then it's sad, so it's concave down. So here, when x is equal to 0, it is concave down. That tells us that this is negative, which means that b is also negative. And lastly, for a. For a, you can find it very easily, since as x gets larger, the y value gets smaller. So the a depends on the very end of this graph. It's pointing downwards, right? So that tells us that a is also negative. Now for this graph here, D is positive, we've already found that, and C is the slope at x equal to 0. C is also, again, negative. And the B is concave down here, and so B is negative. And the A is pointing upwards as x is getting bigger, so A is positive. So you can find for the values of these coefficients or the constants very easily just by looking at the graph. But in the next video, we'll have to draw a few graphs, like actually take the derivative of it, which won't take long, but you have to get used to it. Thank you for watching. Bye. See you in the next video.